Hello, everyone, and welcome to the last night of Hanukkah. We got a very special episode in store for you today. A comedy classic, a Hanukkah classic. And today I have the Blade Boys with me. First up, we have Royce. Hello, Royce.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. How are you?
Wow, it's very sunny where you are in Florida, even though you're on the East Coast and it should be nighttime.
I'm in Alaska where the sun's always up, I think, this time of year, but I don't know. That could be wrong. It could be another time of year.
Well, I'm glad you're in
Alaska. That town where Ethan Hawke was in, where it was like nighttime all the time in that movie?
Yes.
It's like that, but it's daytime all the time.
Okay, good. And a lot of palm trees in Alaska. That's actually pretty impressive. I didn't know they were there.
Well, I have them imported. I'm very, very wealthy.
And of course, we're talking about a very Jewish movie, so we need a very Jewish guest to help guide us through this. Hello, Pessy.
Hey.
Pessy, we're talking about you.
Me?
Yes, I looked. I usually research what YouTubers and whatnot are Jewish. I do it in my free time.
Yeah?
And you're on the list.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Whoa.
I was like, oh, there's Pessy. I'm going to put him on the list.
Oh, man.
Yes, Pessy, thank you for being my Ghosts of Christmas Future in my Christmas episode.
Oh, you're welcome, Goy.
I was,
Am I doing this right?
Huh?
Am I doing it right? I call you a Goy, right?
Yes. I watched your video that you sent me while I was driving, and I think I laughed for a solid minute when you said, when you predicted my future and you went, there's marinara in it, and I'm like, that was the funniest goddamn thing.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I'm in lovely Boca.
You're in Boca. That's amazing.
Yes.
And I'm also streaming to the Daywave YouTube thing, which is kind of cool that StreamYard lets you do that. So
yeah,
that's kind of cool.
And you know what? For the first time in history, we've gotten more than 2 comments on Rumble, and I can't read what they are. But yes, the name
that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah.
The name of the game is Super Chats. Please leave us a Super Chat. We'll answer any questions. We'll say whatever you want within reason. And I'm talking specifically to your 2 audience within reason. Within reason. God damn it, Roy. I saw your Twitter earlier and I'm like, really? Of all the days?
Listen, we're so back. We're allowed to say that word. I'm not going to say it now, obviously, but we're allowed to say it. It's fine.
Yeah, and even though I'm allowed to say a certain word, I won't say it. I'm going to dance around it, Tony. I'm going to make you very nervous. But I won't say it, or will I?
You will sweat a little bit, but we're not going to ruin your channel. We like you too much, and only because we're emotional terrorists, and we were like, listen, we're behind the fucking paywall all the time. Can we like maybe not just be these blade cucks? Can we like?
I'm glad you mentioned Blade, Royce. For any of you who don't know, me, Royce, and Pessy reviewed the Blade movies together. And we decided we didn't have enough. So on Patreon, and your guys' locals, we do Blade Boys, where we go through every episode of the Blade TV show. We're 5 episodes in. We got a lot of work to do. We need to know how the story ends, guys. We have to finish the story, as Roy said.
Cody Rhodes, baby.
We don't.
We do. We have to finish the story.
We have to finish it.
Yes.
Yes, that is on Patreon. You can get that at my $2 tier. Hey guys, remember we did that commentary track for Blade Trinity? Remember that? That was awesome, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, you can get that at the $5 tier, or Patreon does this new thing now. You can just purchase it without becoming a patron.
I remember that day being a Blade hell day. Like we went to Tony's.
Dude, we were so tired.
The first one we were fine and excited. The second one I remember falling asleep on his couch, watching Blade 3, and then doing the third Blade. Like, why are we doing this? What's wrong with my life? It was really bad.
I don't even like Triple H. I don't want to do this.
I don't know. I had fun that day. Fuck you guys.
I love the people that are the biggest show right now currently that has been dissecting every single part of the Blade thing is a Cuban guy, an Italian guy, and a Jewish guy. There's not even a black guy on the panel. We're like the biggest show that is obsessed with Blade. Sometimes I bring stuff up to people that I forget. And nobody but me and you guys have seen the stupid TV show.
I've not met one person who's watched the Blade TV show other than you two.
Yeah,
have you, Bessie? Have you?
Well, every time I ask someone if they've seen it, I'm sure you get this response. There's a Blade TV show.
Yeah. And then you have to explain what Spike TV was. It's this whole thing.
So you remember the Nashville network? Do you remember TNN?
Of course,
30 Days of Bond. Do you remember that? They decided that no, fuck that. We need a channel for men.
Oh man. So yeah, head over to Patreon for all that good stuff. Today, the Hebrew Hammer. One of you suggested this. I'm going to assume it was Pessy, but it could have been Royce.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't you, Royce. You didn't want to talk about the Hebrew Hammer?
No. But I enjoyed watching it. I'll be honest with you. I've seen it before. This movie, I'm sure you're going to bring it up, was on Comedy Central like all the time.
All the time. Constantly.
So this was their Citizen.
What?
Don't say it.
Son of a bitch.
Don't say it. He almost did. He did it.
Did they play this? Did they play this during the day, or is this like their secret stash where they did it at night? Because I was watching. I'm like, this would have been a bitch to censor for TV.
Yeah, they didn't just play it on They just didn't play it Saturdays.
I assume they would play it at night. Just because just the regular cursing and then all the slurs and stuff. I'm like, oh man, I don't know how that played on basic cable for so
they played it 24/7
for and probably fine. You forget.
You know what? Yeah.
If you think back to the early days of Comedy Central, like most of at least racial, like the F slur, the F word, like fuck, that would be bleeped out for sure. But like any racial like stuff, I remember them dropping every single kind of stuff on that because they didn't really care about that stuff. They only cared about like fuck, shit, and all that stuff. Now, of course, it's different. But yeah, no, they probably played it if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
it played 24/7 for 8 days, all through Hanukkah.
It should have. It probably would have done really well.
Oh, Petsy, that was just a daily show. I could see your confusion.
Well, no, I would sit and watch this around like the holidays. I would sit and watch this all the time. It was my Christmas story.
I was gonna say, guys, I haven't seen
what's an Italian Christmas movie? I can't even think of an Italian Christmas movie.
Oh God, you're putting me on the spot.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, sure.
I think at some point there's a scene.
Godfather 2. I reviewed Godfather 2, and it takes place during the holidays.
Yeah,
that's also a Cuban. Actually, someone left me a comment that I should have had you for the Cuban section of Godfather 2. I'm sorry.
Just for that section.
Yeah, just for that section. I'm only allowed in small doses.
Yeah, so look, I haven't seen all the Hanukkah movies, but I've seen 3.
Yeah, so you've seen all the Hanukkah. Congratulate Tony.
You've
seen all the Hanukkah movies. Name them.
I've seen 8 Crazy Nights, and I actually reviewed it and interviewed the director.
Okay.
And I watched the Rugrats Hanukkah special when I was a kid, and the Hebrew Hammer. I think I covered.
That's pretty much it.
I think that's it. Actually,
I think there was one we're missing. I'm trying to remember.
Hold on.
The Fresh Prince Hanukkah episode.
I'm typing in. Hold on, I'm typing in Hanukkah movies.
I think it was the Saved by the Bell one. Obviously, a Screech-centric one.
Okay. No. Actually, there's a few, guys. There's a movie called Hanukkah Uncut.
Oh, well, okay. To be fair.
Whoa. Come on. There's a Hanukkah Circumcised.
It looks like a horror movie.
To be fair, we did watch the newest Hanukkah Hallmark movie on my stream. It was called Hanukkah on the Rocks.
Oh, really?
And it's about a bar that decides to celebrate Hanukkah, and it had was it Mark Summers from Unwrapped was in it.
Oh, that sounds great.
First off, Mark Summers from Double Dare, not from Unwrapped.
Wait, I have another one. There's Hanukkah on Rye. That Seth Rogen movie that came out a few years ago, An American Pickle. Apparently, that's a Hanukkah movie. Menorah in the Middle. That sounds like a good one.
These are all. I bet you half of those are Hallmark movies.
They all look like Hallmark movies, except for actually this one's a Disney Channel movie, Full Court Miracle.
Oh, we watched that too. That one is bad.
And then An American Tail. I think we got it. I think we covered all the Hanukkah
I thought
movies.
American Tail was a Holocaust movie.
I don't think so.
What did I watch?
Oh, you're thinking of the Fievel one, dude.
That is the 501.
This is the Bible one.
American Tail.
You're thinking of Fievel Goes West.
Oh.
Oh, that was that one. But yeah, let's get
Fievel
into...
goes to West Berlin.
Hear me out. We reboot the book Mouse, but replace it with Fievel. What do we think?
But yeah, let's get into the Hebrew Hammer, directed by Jonathan Kesselman. It starts off in Hanukkah past. We meet young Mordecai
with his Sandy Koufax lunchbox.
His Sandy Koufax lunchbox, baby. He's going to a public school that's also very Christian. I thought that was pretty funny. And these kids are saying all the Jew jokes that you've probably heard
that I told at school.
Whoa! Why would you? You told them as an example of what kids should not be saying,
I can.
right?
He's allowed. Just like as a Cuban, I'm allowed to be loud and be misogynistic to women, and as Italian, you're allowed to like punch people for no reason.
And be overly creepy towards women.
Right.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I've learned so
every
much.
time you take your shirt off, you got a wife beater with pasta sauce on it, right? That's how it works. I don't know.
But yeah, so they're doing all the classic jokes. They're throwing pennies. They're saying you're taking up all the air. And then this girl she makes fun of things. This girl just doesn't have a joke. She's just really mean. And I like that the other kids think it's too much. They're like, oh, okay. So yeah, he's got his dreidel, and he's very jealous of all the other kids' toys everywhere. Which I heard is a thing for Jews. My friend Gil was talking about it. He's like, yeah, I had to see everyone with all their bright lights and everything. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go spin a dreidel instead.
No, we got present. I do like, one of the things I like about this movie is just how over the top it was.
Oh, it's so over the top. Yeah.
But it really, like, honestly, growing up, it was more or less the same, you know. We didn't get 8 days. No parent's gonna buy 8 days of presents for their fucking kid. No ration.
No, like there's some knickknacks and socks and stuff. Like, you know, I have my buddy Jason, Jewish kid, and like, yeah, his parents were like, you know, they would stretch out the presents like underwear one day, like, you know, filler. Like there was like one big present like one day, but pretty much all the other days were kind of like filler presents, like, which was just like he needed new underwear and here's some socks and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love when every non-Jew finds out that it's not even that big of a holiday. They're like, oh, it's not even like one of the, because they put it like near Christmas, so we all assume it's Jewish Christmas. And they're
just needed something for Jews to have on Christmas so they didn't feel left out.
It's so it's even more than that. It's so Jewish kids would just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Stop. Here's a present. Here, go away. Here's a fried potato pancake. Enjoy.
Oh, okay, but I like
potato pancakes are delicious though. Let's be honest.
Latkes are so good.
Latkes rule, dude. I love latkes.
I love that they're bullying him, and the teacher comes to his defense, and then she does even more stereotypes. She's like, and even though his people control all the money,
the beady eyes,
it's the most passive aggressive defense ever.
I like her trip though. I like her trip. I like her outfit.
Oh yeah, bro.
She's got a good outfit. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I like the little reindeer there.
I like every time she tries to say Hanukkah, she goes like Happy Chanukah.
Okay, yeah. Can we get like one spelling of the word? I've had to like Google it 10,000 times, and there's so many different. Why is there so many different spellings of it? I don't understand.
I think honestly, it just boils down to this. Some people spelled it how like you'd pronounce it in Hebrew, and then some people spell it how you'd say it in English, right? I always spelled it with an H.
Yeah,
but I'm terrible.
That's the thing. I spell it with a K.
No, Hanukkah.
Oh, sorry. I was remember what the teacher was saying.
And also, please stop texting me that at 3 a.m.
Okay, sorry. Hold on. I gotta unsend some messages.
You know what's funny? I don't think I've seen the CH spelling like in stores and stuff like since the 90s. Like I haven't. I think everyone went all in on H for Hanukkah.
Well, it's one less letter. It's cheaper.
God damn it, Bessie. But yeah, so she tries to defend him and only makes him feel worse. I don't know what neighborhood he's in, but everyone just kind of hates him.
All of them.
They all have specific Jewish signs. The friendliest one is like Jews allowed for 5 minutes only. And then a Santa Claus. Now, I was going to say this is like a drunken guy dressed up as Santa Claus, but it actually might be one of the previous Santa Clauses.
This is apparently, I think this is the dad of the Santa Claus that spoiler alert, gets murdered.
Well, don't say spoiler alert. This movie will play for like every day for like 5 years. It's
Moiler alert.
But yeah, he crushes his dreidel, and Mordecai gets very upset. He gets angry, and then we flash forward, and he's now the Hebrew Hammer.
Clipped shaft.
Yeah. He has his own theme like Shaft. He lives in the Shud.
The Hood.
The Hood. Sorry, Hood. And I don't know, guys, which train did he take? The J, the E, or the W? I'm not sure which train he took.
They really laid it on thick. Like, this movie was aggressively Jewish. And I understand that it's called the Hebrew Hammer, but I was telling Pessy because we were watching it together. And I was like, man, like, it really feels like too much, because I know they're trying to be funny, but even still, it was like, okay, we get it. He's Jewish. We get it.
Royce, it feels like watching us.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, it really does. It really does lay it on thick, like cream cheese. But I can't help myself. This movie's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
But yeah, he's got like action figures and stuff. He's like a big deal, this guy. He's walking around the neighborhood. He's getting some bullies to leave a Jewish kid alone. Rachel Dratch is his secretary, who we only see for one scene.
One of the ugliest women. I mean, I don't even
Yes,
know.
but very funny. She's
very funny.
Comedy.
Obviously, she's funny. She's ugly and still on TV.
Which reminds me of the Arrested Development joke when George Michael starts dating Anne, and they look at her like, "What is she, like, funny?"
Her?
Yeah, her. But yeah, she reminds him that he has to have dinner with his mother. His full name is Mordecai Jefferson Carver, certified circumcised dick.
See what I mean? Like, about, like, you get it, you get it, right?
Because his penis. His Jewish penis.
Betsy, I got it. I got what they meant. No, but like, it's so much. Okay, he's Jewish. We got it.
Some people might be confused. I'm going to put a poll in the chat right now saying, did you know?
Oh, they're just going to post a penis. I'm going to put a poll in the chat.
Did you know this movie was Jewish? Because maybe some
By
people
the way,
were
he means like a Pole, not like a Polish. So just so you guys know what he's posting.
A random Polish guy. Did you know this movie's Jewish? All right, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they didn't lay it on hard enough. Maybe some people are still confused. So yeah, he's a private eye. He's basically Shaft. He's Jewish Shaft. Then we see the North Pole. So Santa Claus and everything is real. By the way, I love this. Just like the worst CGI village ever.
Bro, Royce pointed this out when we were watching it.
Yeah.
Every shot of this movie looks like a theater play. Like, it just looks like the
Yeah.
worst, except the mall, except the Kmart, which is a Kmart.
But by the way, Kmart, come on. It feels like like SNL sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's is what it feels like. Very low.
I mean, that's totally fine for this movie. It's totally fine.
No, it's fine. I get it. Yeah. It felt like he wanted to be like a Shaft and Austin Powers. It was weird.
Yes, it's both of those. Honestly, I have it coming out. I have it coming out in February, but I also reviewed Black Dynamite, and this feels like a precursor to like Black Dynamite. But yeah, we meet Santa, played by Richard Reel. And he's talking about how his dad was the one who hated Hanukkah and wanted to get rid of the other holidays. But this Santa is like cool with the other holidays. He wants everyone to get along. Unfortunately, his son Damian Claus, played by Andy Dick, is not on board with this.
Played by is a very you're playing fast and loose with the words. Let's just say just Andy Dick being Andy Dick for an hour and 30 minutes.
Did you ever watch the Andy Dick show, Tony?
Years ago.
Hilarious, very funny show. I'm trying to explain to Pessy that there was a point when Andy Dick was funny. And
he was very funny. I mean, he killed Phil Hartman's wife, but he was very funny.
But besides the murder, well, not murder, it's not murder, but you know.
Well, he caused the domino effect that led
John Lovitz beat the shit out of him. I think Andy Dick's hilarious.
Yeah. No, he was really funny. Now he's a crazy person. What's he up to these days? I know he was
probably drugs.
Molesting live streamers in an RV, apparently.
Yeah, that was a few years ago now, though. Maybe something happened since then.
Tony just goes, "Oh well, rest in peace, Andy Dick."
Dude, if that happened on stream, I would have been like, "Holy shit!" I don't know what he's doing now, but yeah, he was.
Doesn't matter. Let him fade.
Tony, focus.
Sorry, I just really want to help Andy Dick. So he has the reindeer kill Santa Claus, so they shoot knives out of their head, and I realized
I don't even understand. Like, then explain why the reindeers betrayed him. They're just jerks.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
But they murder him, and now Andy Dick is Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus, like the movie The Santa Claus.
Yes. And then we go to the Jewish Justice League. Now, I assume this isn't real.
The ADL?
Who they thought, I was reading, they thought they were going to get in trouble with the ADL, which is why they came up with the one joke here. But yeah, we meet our Jewish Justice League Council, which is the Anti-Denigration League, the Jews Against Drunk Driving, the Coalition of Jewish Athletes, which seat is vacant.
There's the empty seat. That was a good joke.
Empty seat. The chairman of the Worldwide Jewish Media Conspiracy, and then the sage elderly Jewish leader. So they're talking. It's run by Peter Coyote, who is playing. Hold on. What's his name? It's
Bloomberg and Steinenthal.
Yes, Bloomberg and Steinenthal. They're talking about how they have to stop this Santa. They got to save Hanukkah, and they need a tough guy to do it, a tough Jewish guy. Someone recommends Steven Spielberg, and he goes like, he made E.T. How tough could he be? Which is funny because the actor is Peter Coyote, who was in E.T. So he's kind of making.
Oh, that's very funny.
Yeah,
I liked the. I don't know if you're gonna bring it up like next, but I liked when they were arguing. Oh, we need to get more Jewish media out there. Let's pump out some more Adam Sandler movies.
Oh yeah, and the Denigration League's like, come on. They're like, what's wrong with Adam Sandler movies? That guy must have won, because isn't there like a new one on Netflix like every other day?
Hell yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
I don't know.
Too,
like,
guys.
I mean, I'm good. You know, here's the thing, Tony. I think you have to understand something here. I'm good friends with Alan Colbert and like Nicholas Goosen and stuff. So like, my boy, the Goosen was working on a Happy Gilmore. I'm Happy Gilmore too. So,
Oh, okay.
Hey, never name drop. My friend Jay Moore taught me that. So.
God damn it. Well, then I hope they make more Adam Sandler movies. I hope they make them forever.
Good. Thank you, Tony. That's all I asked for. I won't make fun of your friend Christopher Nolan. You don't make fun of my friends in that.
You better not make fun of my friend Christopher Nolan. Although my friend Tom Hardy, look, I let the first two Venom movies slide, but that third one was rough.
Was it not good? I haven't seen it. It wasn't good?
No, it was not good. Oh,
there was a Venom horse.
That was actually one of the good parts. But Juno Temple's in it, also from Dark Knight Rises. I feel like maybe if they got me, it would have been like, the band getting back together, and I could have saved that movie.
Yeah, no, that would have done it.
Yeah.
That would have really saved Venom.
That would have put it over the top.
So his daughter comes in, played by Judy Greer.
So hot. Can we all agree that Judy Greer is
Judy Greer really is one of those like Two-Faces.
Yeah.
She is a Two-Face, where like sometimes she's like a major babe, and other times she looks very, very dorky.
Yeah, it's called being Jewish. It's called having a Jewish face.
But I think she knows it. They play it to her advantage. Especially in Arrested Development, where she looks real goofy and then she looks real hot the next second. But she's great in this, and she recommends the Hebrew Hammer to take on the case.
All I can think of is Archer.
Yeah.
I never watched Archer.
What?
I never watched it.
Whatever, Tony.
Well,
Seen everything under the sun.
You didn't watch Blade, the Blade TV series.
Did you?
Okay.
Had you seen it before?
Huh?
Had you seen it before?
I watched an episode, maybe.
Okay, then shut up.
I dabbled.
But yeah, she says that she'll seduce him. Guys, I mean, trigger warning. I'm going to show some risque imagery here. She shows a little bit of her thigh, and I thought that was too much. I thought that was too much.
Disgusting.
So yeah, she's gonna recruit him. She goes to his office, and I love that it's shot like a noir, like an old detective noir, and it's
For no reason.
yeah, and you think there's a voiceover narration happening, but actually he's listening.
That
to,
was
like,
funny when it was the
That was
tape.
good.
Yeah, it
that
was
really
just
funny.
his tape.
I
It was
thought
like
that was
some.
really funny.
It was just some like story he's narrating about like some girl who's into him. I also like that the tape recorder has Stars of David on it.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
reminds-
notice that the first time around.
That reminds me of Batman Returns. Batman has a CD player with the bat symbol on it, but it's
Yeah,
in
of
the
course he does.
Batcave.
That's why Robin doesn't take it.
Well, Robin didn't exist in that movie. He branded that CD player just for himself, just because he was
So
vain.
Alfred wouldn't take it.
Oh, yeah, Alfred was going around just taking CD players.
I don't know, man. He had dementia. Remember, he had the McGregor syndrome.
Oh my god, I just got that from Batman and Robin.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. McGregor syndrome.
But yeah, he's hesitant to take on the case, and then they go and visit his mother. Oh god, who's his mother?
Isn't she an SNL?
Oh, Nora Dunn.
Nora Dunn, right? What is she?
She's from SNL. I remember her. Oh, fuck, I watched her in something recently.
I'm trying to see.
Hebrew Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw her in the Hebrew.
So she was in. Oh no, that's.
God, no, I'm looking at her credits now, and it's like every TV show known to man. She's in so goddamn much.
Yeah.
But yes,
Pesci.
she's
Schmidt's mom.
Schmidt's. Yeah. Thank you.
Schmidt's mom and New Girl.
Yep.
okay. But yeah, she's just very overbearing and just really hates her son. Says he's a constant disappointment. Also, I think she's married to a Chinese.
Frozen, is
Jewish
that
guy.
you?
Frozen.
Frozen, is that you?
Yeah, I invited him to the stream. There he is.
I love
Guys,
how she.
I think his webcam was frozen or something. Frozen is frozen. I can't.
I love how
believe
she gave her little Chinese man a shalom bib.
Every time Frozen comes on the stream now on Daywave, we play the Goonies theme. The Data Goonies theme.
But yeah, so she's letting him know he's a disappointment. Also, she has a cat that's clearly dying, and she won't put it down. She just puts a diaper on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is what gets him to finally want to save Hanukkah, just to spite his mom, which is pretty funny. And then the cat shits on her. Next up, he has to go to the Jewish Justice League, but there's like 3 tests he has to do.
They're very racist.
Oh my god. The third one's the best.
So the first one is what does he have to do? He has to
He just has
like,
to recite the shit that's on the Passover plate. Yeah.
yes, in alphabetical order. And that's test 1, clears it. Test 2 is to play the violin, and of course he plays the Hava Nagila. Test 3 is to check if you're circumcised. By the way, their sci-fi set, I mean, look at these like boards that are like they put this like sci-fi set together like real last minute.
Dude, it took 2 seconds.
I know, it's like not even it looks so bad. Yeah, so it checks to see if he's uncircumcised. For some reason they need a giant machine for that. And yes, the last one is to have him whine.
The dying.
Yeah, and the whining scale. So I guess the least amount of whining is a Buddhist, the middle amount is the dying, and the most amount of whining is Jewish.
Such a good joke.
And I love how they do it. It's like just the door won't open, and he gets real frustrated. He
No.
goes on like a whole
Why didn't we
monologue.
come all the way out here?
Why?
Why?
So yeah, they meet Sammy Davis Jr. It's kind of funny.
Movie.
But yeah, they just bring him up to date on this Meshuggah Santa Claus, I think he calls him. and he's gonna go meet with the Kwanzaa Liberation Front. I like this, where he's like, the fate of Hanukkah's resting on your shoulders, and he comes back and he's like, "Can you chill with that? I'm already very nervous." The whole time he's like, "Can everyone stop saying that? I'm already like
a lot of pressure for one guy, so like I'd appreciate if you could just maybe like, can you stop? Like, cause like, come on, I'm already the little like." There was a lot of the beat you over the head Jujo kind of stuff where you were just kind of like, okay, like I've heard this, like, all right, man. But the little ones, like the little nuanced ones, like the whining scale and him coming back into the room to be like, can you, like, those are great.
Yeah. I didn't get a still of it, but the Kwanzaa Liberation Front, their binoculars are like cutouts of Africa. And later on, his binoculars are Star of David. But yeah, we get to meet the Kwanzaa Liberation Front, and I don't know if you know this, but no Viet Cong ever fucked with Kwanzaa. I learned that watching this. So I love it. It's like they're basically the Black Panthers, black militants. That's how they're portrayed. But they have a white accountant, which I thought was pretty funny. And their leader is
Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, no, it's Mario Van Peebles, playing Muhammad Ali Paula Abdul Rahim,
son of Sweetback himself, Melvin Van Peebles, who
makes a cameo
later on. Yep.
Mario Van Peebles, who everyone knows from Highlander 3, The Sorcerer. That's where everyone knows him.
That's where everyone knows him from.
and Jaws for the Revenge. Everyone.
Yeah, Tony, you're really good at knowing stuff. You can't watch Archer though. I
can't watch Archer. I'm too busy going.
Jaws for the Revenge. He's all in.
Look, I have to go through his catalog. All right, Solo, not the Han Solo movie. The movie where Mario Van Peebles is a robot man. You ever see that one?
No.
Oh, that one's great. Actually, we should review that. I remember it being great, and I know I'm going to watch it and be like, oh my God, this sucks. Why did I like this so much as a kid?
It's like when we watched Howard the Duck.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this shit's terrible. Like, it's very dark, and you're like, what's happening? The duck titties are good.
The best thing about Howard the Duck is the song at the end, because it gets stuck in my head at least like 3 times a year.
Howard.
My favorite part of Howard the Duck was Jeffrey Jones. What happened to that guy? How's he doing?
Oh, let's not talk about it. Let's not just.
He was eaten by a shark in the new Beetlejuice.
That was amazing. That was actually a great way
to handle that. That was a great way to handle that.
That was pretty weird. But yeah, he meets up with him, and then we learn the white accountant is very confused. Because what's his name?
Be Jewish. Like, it will make more sense, no?
No, because you have to do this line where Muhammad calls the Hebrew Hammer the K word.
Ooh.
And the Hebrew Hammer calls Muhammad the N word. And the white guy's very confused. And he said it's okay when we do it to each other. So any black people in the audience and any Jewish people in the audience, feel free to use those slurs. This movie said you can do it.
Well, Tony, if you insist.
No, not on the stream.
Hold on. Let me get my chapstick. Hold on.
No, not on stream. You have to do it to a black guy. So, Pessy, if you want to like go outside and find. But according to this movie,
Tony said, don't hurt me. Tony said, I'll give you his address. I've been there.
I know where he lives.
And then when I was rewatching this, I totally forgot this, and it made me so happy. Tony Cox is the elf that's ratting out. But you know, my second favorite movie that has Tony Cox as an elf. First one being Bad Santa, of course. But yeah. He's defected from Santa Santa fired him because apparently he didn't want any colored elves in the North Pole. So he's giving him all this information.
But he kept the Mexican one.
He did. We find out.
Oh, okay, Pessy. They work hard.
We find out that this is a double cross. But at the time, in the moment, he's just like, yeah, I hate Santa. I'm all in on Kwanzaa. He's like, I love Kwanzaa. I'm all about getting fucked up and hoes. And I love that Mary Von Peebles is like, he's new. We got to really tell him what Kwanzaa's really about. He still doesn't know. But he tells him that the Santa is going to be at a bar called Duke's. He's going to have a meeting there. So, of course, the Hebrew Hammer shows up and It's a Nazi bar. And by the way, I didn't look at the drinks they have listed. There's the Auschwitz Ale, the Eva Blonde, the old Adolf, and the Aryan Ale.
Again, smashing it over your head.
Yes. Yeah, so he goes in there and they offer him a drink because he had the balls to show up there. But yeah, he attacks all of them, and apparently Adam Goldberg said, like, when he read the script, this is what made him want to sign on. When he read the words Shabbat Shalom, motherfucker, like that sold him on the movie. But yeah, he kicks all their ass, and then he bumps into Melvin Van Peebles outside. And then he leaves a cool burning Star of David. He's like the Crow or Daredevil or the Punisher. He's got to leave a fiery symbol of his fiery symbol. What happens next? Okay, Andy Dick. He's getting into a fight with the elves, and I love that he fires the elves and just gets Thai kids and turns it into a sweatshop.
It's pretty smart.
They keep calling him. They keep calling him Dr. Jones. And he's like, "Get to work! Stop calling me fucking Dr. Jones."
But I love that he feeds them in peanuts. He's like the word for peanuts, but he's actually throwing peanuts at all of them. And then he fires Tony Cox for real, because Tony Cox set the Hebrew Hammer up for Santa Claus. So yeah, I love that scene where he just brings them all in. Also, his assistant is Tiny Tim from A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, but he's also from one of the
McBoyle
from Always Sunny.
Yeah, it's Sean Whalen, actor Sean Whalen. Also in Batman Returns. He's in the beginning.
That guy's in a lot of shit, dude.
Oh, he's like in everything. But yeah, I don't know why they picked Tiny Tim to be his henchman. I know they needed
because Scrooge was Jewish, so he would also have like some beef.
I don't think Scrooge was Jewish.
Oh well, okay, sir. I'm sorry. He didn't want people. He wanted people to work through Christmas. He was especially back up here. He was all about money. He was a duck that swam in coins. He was a duck that swam in coins.
Well, my Ghost of Christmas Future was Jewish, and my Ghost of Christmas Present and Christmas Past, so I guess I can't point fingers. They're all Jewish. Everyone's Jewish in A Christmas Carol now.
Well, you shouldn't have angered that gypsy.
He did tell you not to anger the gypsy.
By the way, I don't know if you watched that episode, but Gil didn't look up what the Ghost of Christmas Present was, and he confused it with the angel from It's a Wonderful Life. And I'm like, Gil, that's not what the Ghost of Christmas Present is. Anyway, so yeah, he's teaming up with Tiny Tim, and their plan is to distribute bootleg copies of It's a Wonderful Life in the Jewish community to convert kids to Christianity.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. And it works. These kids are watching it. Next thing you know, they're bringing Christmas trees home. They're quoting the movie. Hebrew Hammer drives by. He sees them setting up this Christmas tree. He's like, what the hell's going on here? And he has to de-radicalize them. Luckily, he has bootleg copies of Fiddler on the Roof, Yentl, and The Chosen to get rid of the brainwashing. I've only seen Fiddler on the Roof. I've never seen Yentl or The Chosen. Am I missing out, guys?
I haven't seen any of them.
I'm waiting for Michael Bay to remake them. Michael Bay presents Yenta would be fucking pretty lit, right?
I've only seen the blooper reel when the fiddler kept slipping off the roof. It was set to jaunty polka. It was great.
So yeah, they find out that Santa is going to be at the Kmart, and it literally is just
everything. It's so cheap.
I know. That's actually you're right. They had to have filmed in like a legit Kmart. That's a huge set.
Also, kudos to Kmart for being like, yeah, that's fine. Make this piece of shit movie.
Yeah,
yes.
That was the funniest thing. It wasn't like a joke name. It wasn't like a parody. It was
in my head.
Yeah. That's what I was expecting, but no, it's just a legit Kmart. And you're right, they couldn't even get this batter even. That's pretty funny. So yeah, the kids are having to meet Santa, and Santa has like nightclub bouncers.
Italian nightclub bouncers.
Yeah, wait, why is he getting us to do his dirty work? I don't like that. But yeah, once they're back there, actually, before we see where they're back there, they decide to sneak in as Gentiles And this reminds me of what was the other one? Undercover Brother, where he pretends to be very white.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that. But yeah, they have to keep mentioning that they're Gentiles, which, by the way, none of us call each other Gentiles.
I don't even say. I don't.
we call each other normal people.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah, whatever, man. It's fine. I don't care. You go wear a Jesus hat. I don't give a shit.
So yeah, once they're back there, we find out that Andy Dick is just giving the kid. He's radicalizing.
Bro,
the
if I'm
kids.
trying to sleep and someone's fiddling on the roof, I'll be so fucking pissed.
Yo, I'd be mad.
I'd be so pissed, dude. Sorry, Tony. I apologize. I really thought about that one. Go ahead.
Don't fiddle on my fucking roof.
Yes, can you imagine fiddling loudly in a neighborhood filled with Jewish people? Like, they'd be so angry, just screaming out the window.
Shut up.
Try to sleep. Sorry.
That's all right. But yeah, so he's radicalizing the kids. They come in, they try to stop him, and they try to take him away, but the kids attack the Hebrew Hammer and Esther. They chase them all throughout the mall, but luckily, Harriet Tubelman is there.
Harriet Tubelman.
Yeah, Tubelman is there to take them through the Jewish Underground Railroad, which just looks like a Disney attraction.
Oh, you mean the Nightmare Dark Ride?
Yes. Where they go and they just see these are supposed to be animatronics, but they're clearly just humans.
Okay, again, another joke that was a little subtle that made me laugh really hard. Yeah. They're going through this dark ride, and like here, right? It shows the guy getting whipped, and then it cuts to them, and they're like laughing, right, and pointing, and like, ah. Then it goes to the Holocaust one where it's like, get in the gas chamber, Jew, and they're like, oh, like it's like, whoa. And then when it goes to your credit card has been declined, your credit card has been declined. They sit like this.
They get like really.
They get really mad, yeah.
Then afterwards they hate it. They're like, yeah, that really got played out pretty quick. But yeah, back at home, they're dancing. They're getting some sexy time going on. He talks dirty to her, but like all the dirty talk is just like mundane things that they're gonna do in the future, like where their kids are gonna go to college and stuff. Now, I had a Jewish girlfriend. She didn't make me do any of this. Is this something that happens, guy? Have you run into this?
Again, this is has like a Hasidic lean to it.
Yes, it does. Yeah. What's next here? Okay,
like the amount of disdain towards Hasidic Jews in this movie. Like one of me wrote this.
Also, the fact that he wanted to outline the fake hog that he had.
Yeah. Yeah, he does this whole spiel about where, like, what he would do if he was running in with Santa and whatnot.
Yeah, he's coked out on antihistamine.
Yeah. But she tells him, like, oh, your mom is right about you. Your mom's really nice. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, your mom wanted you to settle down with the Jewish girl, and I'll get you a job at the Justice League. And then he thinks that his mom paid her to have sex with him, and then he feels objectified. And he's like having a total meltdown. She's like, you're being so neurotic. And he says he is him, and then he acts really, really neurotic. So he's done with her because he doesn't want to be a piece of meat. Which I can relate to. You know, women are objectifying me all the time, guys, for my good looks. It just happens. And, you know, I'm more than a piece of meat, right?
Tony, the last time you had sex, Biden still had a chance to be the president again. I mean, I'm just, what?
Wait, hold on. Let me do the math. Hold on.
Hey, Tony, it's like a Nona say, a salami can hang untouched for years and it's still good.
Hold on, I'm actually doing the math. No, because Kamala had taken over at that point. So that wasn't the last time, you asshole.
Okay. Congratulations, I guess, buddy.
Oh boy, September, I did it. Yeah.
Never forget. That was his 9/11. That was Tony's 9/11.
Anyway, so yeah, he breaks up with her. They get a tape from Santa about what his evil plan is. And his plan this whole time has been to go to Jerusalem and steal Yeah, and steal the rare substance Judea out of the Jewish atomic clock, which would ruin the Jewish calendar. And I love that he tries to do the Jewish calendar math and he can't get it right. He's like, which in your time is, and it's like it's Andy Dick at his best. Just like a minute doing math and then throwing it away. And he tries to be evil, and I love that they just let the tape play afterwards with him and Tiny Tim. He's like, nah, I didn't feel it. He's like,
that was funny. The tape
that was good.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those kind of jokes always work for me. When like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's gay with Tiny Tim. They threw that in there. Why not? Because then the Hebrew Hammer's like, well, he's no straight Santa.
No, it's because the guy writing this went, wait a minute. There's no gay jokes.
And then
they can't.
There.
Yeah, like, we can't let them get away.
This is early 2000s Comedy Central. We have to put a gay joke in there.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously. And a girl in a bikini.
Like, of course.
Works. That's how this works.
What's on Comedy Central right now? I don't even know.
Crap.
I don't know. Probably reruns of The Office.
Simpsons, Office, and Family Guy over and over.
Oh, God. Didn't they? Oh, yeah. Didn't they like panic? They brought Jon Stewart back to the Daily Show.
Yeah, he does like every Monday only.
Oh, that's not as fun. Ugh. They really thought Trevor Noah would be like, I gave Trevor Noah a shot, but like a month in, I was like, nah, this isn't working.
He's just not funny.
Yeah, I've heard his stand-up's good, and maybe it is. I haven't watched it, but him as the host was fucking awful. Anyway, the Hebrew Hammer now has to go to Israel to take care of this clock, and he doesn't want Esther to join, but of course she's going to go follow him. He gets into a fight with a rental car lady in Israel. She gives him
Frank Palms, a gated community.
Yeah, I like that. So she gives him a motorcycle and he drives past this, a gated community coming soon. I guess this is a billboard that you see there, along with Jewish atomic clock, 20 kilometers. You can just go visit it. Mm-hmm. I've never been to Israel, but I hope to visit the Jewish atomic clock when I'm there. I think it looks really cool.
They take a little bit of your penis skin when you go in, though, so just be careful. That's the admission.
Wait, I'm already circumcised. How much more can they take?
I said they take a little bit of your... I didn't say from where.
Oh, okay.
Hope you have a meaty base.
Yeah. What does the side paneling look on that bad boy?
What would you consider a slab?
Yeah, Tony, that's right. Your little movie review turned into about your penis. How you feel about inviting us on now?
God damn you guys. Inviting you. You guys kept asking me to be on the main channel.
I don't recall that.
I don't think that's what happened. I'm pretty
sure it's in the last episode of Blade Boys that people
I recall you sending us copious texts just being like, will you guys come on my stream and talk about
Yeah, 2 in the morning. He was like, you up? And I was like, what?
You up, bae?
Yeah, I always text people going, you up, bae. That's I'm very known for that.
I know. I found it weird too.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Anyway, Andy Dick. Oh, I'm sorry, Santa. I'm just straight up calling him Andy Dick.
Call him Sandy Dick. There you go.
You know, honestly, he's not even playing a character. Just call him Andy Dick, because that's what he is.
We know what you mean.
So yeah, he gets there. He's sucking up the Judea, which I think he calls Juice at one point. The Hebrew Hammer comes in, guns blazing, and he's kicking ass until the sun goes down on a Friday. It's now the Sabbath. Does this happen to you, Pessy? You just pass out when the sun goes down?
I mean, after a nice meal, doesn't everybody?
Yeah, so they like pass out like vampires, apparently. They're able to kidnap Esther, but then the the Kwanzaa Liberation Front comes in to save them. They meet up with Peter Coyote. They tell him they're going to go to Santa's village, and now Santa's village is like militarized. It's got a big wall around it. It's got big smokestacks and everything. It still looks terrible. But yeah, they're going to sneak into the North Pole. They do a little Batman reference. Yeah. So I like this. They have the stereotype. It's a security system that looks for stereotypes. And he's all like, yeah, if you were to play with a basketball or do this,
or eat watermelon, yeah.
Or eat watermelon. He's like, I hate the taste of watermelon and I suck at basketball. It's like, good. Their system is outdated. So they think they're going to break in, but then what's his face drops a penny and the Hebrew Hammer's like, oh, you don't want this? And then boom, the Chudar alert goes off.
Jesus Christ.
It's very on the nose.
Over
guys.
your head.
Oh, it's on the nose.
Come on, Pessy.
So yeah, they're getting attacked by elves. They get separated. I love when Muhammad attacks Tiny Tim and takes his cane away. And I love that moment where he's screaming and then he just gives up. He's like, no, no. Okay.
Whatever.
It's a good moment there. Also, Tiny Tim's accent is just going in and out throughout this whole film.
He doesn't even try. It's fucking hilarious.
And Santa tries to get away from the Hebrew Hammer. And sure enough, he gets tricked. But he's got a gun on him. The Hebrew Hammer resorts to his ultimate weapon, which is Jewish guilt. And he's like, oh, you don't have any snacks for me out here? Is that how you treat your guests? Oh, okay, I got it. And I love that Andy Dick's like, what? I'm sorry. Do you want me to get like a sandwich?
No, never mind. No.
Just take my gun. Just take it.
No, I don't. I don't need it. I don't. I like that moment.
That was very funny.
I like that moment where he goes, you know, your Jewish guilt's not going to work on me. And then he just kind of looks away. And then Andy Dick goes, what? And he goes, no, it's fine. No, nothing.
So yeah, the Jewish guilt works. He gives him his gun. He goes to save Esther. And then former New York Mayor Ed Koch is just there.
I guess he's probably just friends with one of the writers or directors or something.
I mean, why not?
Could you imagine any politician these days being in a movie like this? With like all the slurs and racial humor?
No, probably not.
No.
Yeah, I can't picture one who would be like, yeah, I'll be in your movie. I'm
too risky.
Yeah, these days it'd be like, don't you dare do that movie. It'll hurt your campaign. Don't ever do that. Say, he just happens to be there. I love this. And maybe, Pessy, you can enlighten us. But they ask him, like, hey, I hope you learned something about Hanukkah, the meaning of Hanukkah. He's like, oh, yeah, what is it? And they're, like, laughing, but then they're like, struggling to come up with the meaning of Hanukkah. They're like, something about a dreidel and the light that lasted 8 days. Pessy, can you tell us the meaning of Hanukkah?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I have an expert here. I'm going to Google meaning of Hanukkah right now.
I don't know,
also,
man.
By the way, I hope Google comes back with no.
By the way, since I Googled Biden and Kamala, the first result is meaning of Kamala. Hold on.
Oh, that's what black people celebrate.
Yeah, Kamala is Black Christmas.
Kamala. I know dude. Every single Jewish holiday just has to do with perseverance in some way. I mean, it's fucking
that's it. A holiday commemorating the miraculous rebirth of the Second Temple, originating in the second century.
That's the water temple, right? You need the boots. So the
you need the boots for that one. BC after the Maccabees revolted against Greek rule.
Fire temple.
So yeah, apparently you guys were fighting with the Greeks, so then you had some oil.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, to be fair, you know
they really do fight with a lot of people, don't they?
Yeah, Greek people have very aggressive. They invented the Olympics. They're always fighting with other people.
The fight was just over who has more shoulder hair.
And right now it's a tie.
Yeah.
Every time they fight, the shoulder hair wraps himself, and then they have to like cut it out.
Every single war in the Middle East is over who has more shoulder hair and whose mother makes better hummus. That's literally it. It's very simple. Everyone's trying to figure out the geopolitical quagmire that is the Middle East. It's just hummus
and shoulder hair.
Hummus and shoulder hair. It's that simple.
We figured it out here on Hack the Movies. We figured it out, guys.
Yep.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Israel.
They're watching this right now going like, oh shit, it makes sense now. And who would have thought? Who would have stopped this conflict? A Cuban, an Italian, and one Jewish guy who doesn't act very Jewy. We did it. We solved it all, guys.
You're welcome.
And it's only the second day of the year. We did it early.
Guys, we did it. We did it before Hanukkah was over.
The last night we squeaked it by last minute.
Guys, we gotta save the world before the last candle burns down.
That's the meaning of Hanukkah. It's a ticking time. It's a 24 scenario. Well, 24 times 8.
Yeah.
So he proposes to Esther. They get married. They're having Hanukkah dinner. They're still fighting. He's still not good enough for his mother. She keeps bringing up people who are more successful.
Yeah, he's still Jewish.
Yeah. That didn't change.
So yeah, and then they find out that there's a new Santa Claus, everyone.
Oh,
Who
real
did they
quick, real quick,
Yeah.
Tony. One of the best lines at the table there is when she goes, after he's like screaming at her, and then there's an awkward silence, and she goes, "So what are you guys gonna do after the honeymoon?" And he goes, "Kill you."
And then she hits him.
His wife hits him.
But yeah, they all gather around to see who the new Santa Claus is, and it's our boy Tony Cox.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say deserving. He
Deserving. I don't know if we needed to end the movie on the N-word. Could have done without that, but very deserving. I'm glad.
Says you.
Wow, I don't call him that. He's just Jesus. He's an actor.
God damn it! No,
He's an
he
actor,
says it.
Tony.
I think they like to be called
damn
little
it.
people, Tony. They
Yeah.
like to be called little people.
Right. Cody over here dropping hard M's.
I guess Tony isn't a fan of the ending.
God damn it. So yeah,
the ending was short but dark.
I'm seeing some super chats. Everyone, get your super chats.
Got it.
Get your super chats in. Hebrew Hammer. I'm really glad, even despite what you said, you guys got me to rewatch this. It really took me back. It made me miss early 2000s.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree 100%.
Yes.
We were watching it, Petsy and I were like, you can't do this shit anymore. Like, you can't just make a movie that's fun.
Yeah. It's really, really fun. I love that they're taking blaxploitation, just making it Jewish. It has a little bit of an Austin Powers feel to it. I think it's totally solid. Any last words on Hebrew Hammer?
No, I really liked it. I ended up I laughed more than it was a little, like I said, it's a little over the head, but then you have to think back at the time though. That's how it was. So yeah, it's still funny. I still laughed.
Pessy, any last words on Hebrew Hammer?
Yeah, no, it's still funny. Yeah, it does beat you over the head a lot, but I think it's just because we've grown up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of just okay, all right, already.
Some of it is a little dated,
but
I'll give it that.
It is one of those movies that kind of does deserve to at least be remembered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It shouldn't fade away. It's so silly and it's so stupid. And you said, any movie that you couldn't make now should be preserved.
We might be getting a sequel. They talked about it in 2017.
I can't imagine that it'll be the same.
Yeah. Or it'll be really cringy. It'll be really kind of.
Apparently there was a trailer. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't a real trailer. I'm sure it was a promotional thing.
Oh, Kung Pao 2.
Yeah, they wanted to. It was going to be called The Hebrew Hammer versus Hitler. That was
okay. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it still says in development. It looks like 2017 they were talking about it, and then just nothing.
They're always just talking about it.
Yeah,
it's never happens.
Wait, hold on. What's this? Hold on. Dude, the director did a successful crowdfunding thing. It made $52,000.
Really?
That sounds about right for the budget.
When was this? Hold on. The campaign was fulfilled. Is he doing a Vito Gesualdi? Is he just not making it? What's going on?
Wait, do you mean to tell me that the guy who made a Jewish superhero movie just took people's money?
I hope not. I
hope not too. I don't want stereotypes.
By the way, guys, do you want to know where he raised the money? On Juicer, The
What is
chosen crowdfunding platform. It is
Hell
a Jewish
yeah.
crowdfunding platform.
Wait, hold on. He successfully hit a goal on a Jewish crowdfunding platform?
Yes, Hebrew Hammer versus Hitler, Jonathan Kesselman.
Okay, so he has to make the
380
movie because those people are not going to let it go. Those people are not going to they will not die. Their ghosts will haunt him.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for a date, like when this was funded. I don't see any dates here whatsoever. Oh wait, hold on. Dude, 2014. People were donating in 2014.
It's not coming out.
I bet you someone bought it and fucking shelved it.
You think it's already made, or
someone like bought the script? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was funded and stuff, but someone maybe put a stop to it.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
There is a 5-minute like preview in 2017. I'm seeing it on Facebook.
I think I kind of remember that,
but I don't know. Oh, it looks like they tried to crowdfund it again.
Okay,
on another website on Micro Ventures, and the link
what
is
are these
dead.
Sites.
The link is dead, but I saw Adam Goldberg and Judy Greer were in the trailer. So, all right, we're probably not getting a sequel to Hebrew Hammer.
Oh,
is this going to be like whatchamacallit, what was the 10-minute short that was all like 80s?
Oh, you mean like Blade 4?
No,
yeah.
No. What was the Kung Fury? Remember Kung Fury?
Oh yeah.
Which was like funny for like 10 minutes. It didn't need to be like
that movie, can I just say that movie was such a fuck you to the people that crowdfunded it, because I think everyone was expecting a full-length film.
Oh yeah. The trailer was funny, and then they're like, all right, we're gonna make a movie, and then it was just a short. Yeah. And then the second one was supposed to be a full-length movie, and then I think the Chinese investors pulled out and like screwed them over. I know. Anyway, we're going to go through some supers we have here. Oh, by the way, my first Rumble rant, which doesn't show up on StreamYard. Insert spicy spur comment here for $5.
Ooh.
$5. Ooh. That is more than I've made on Rumble in many months. Over on Twitch, I'm going to get the Twitch ones out of the way because they're not highlighted for some reason. An Italian man criticizing a Hebrew hero. Where do you want me to leave this bag of wooden tea you ordered, Tony? I don't get the joke. Is there? Oh, I think I got the joke, but I'm not gonna share it. Anyway, Ninja for $1.99. You think Kanye is going to DEFCON 3? Go DEFCON 3 on this. What do you guys think?
Oh,
is
no.
Kanye watching?
Kanye's already past that now. He's with his big booty wife or whatever.
I don't know if you guys seen his Instagram stories. He's been playing The Last of Us Part 2 and like tweeting out and like writing on Instagram stories of how awesome it is and how much fun he's having. I'm not even kidding you. It's not a joke. He's literally just, hey, yo, hey, Last of Us Part 2 is sick. Like, it's just that.
My problem with Kanye is he has a giant like movie screen and it looks awesome. It's in like some big like giant garage he has. He's like, we watch Blade Runner all the time, but it's Blade Runner 2049, like not the good one.
Oh, the good one. 2049.
No, not the good one.
2049 is better than the original. Yeah, I'm with you.
Wow, Royce drove through a tunnel. Can you believe that, Pessy? He must have drove right through a tunnel. Oh, good, he's back. Aussie Dragoon. There's a Hallmark movie called Our Italian Christmas Memories. I'm sure that's a good one. I'm sure that's the best Christmas movie ever made. Let me find the other Twitch one.
The original Blade Runner have Anna de Armas? No.
Okay. You got me there. Wait, this movie's Jewish. I wish they had referenced that more overtly. How are we to know? I think there's only one more Twitch one. There you go. I like that Tony points out the flaming symbol of the Punisher, Crow, and Daredevil, but not Batman from the Batman movie he starred in. Weird. I forgot. Christian Bale does do that, doesn't he? All right. Some more super chats here. Tony, do you remember Andy Dick's fake MTV reality show, The Assistant from 2004? I do. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, kind of.
Yeah, I think so.
When he would fire you, he would say you're snipped.
No.
Oh God.
And I just remember that like the one time, like he's like, all right, everyone in the room. And like everyone walks in and he just like fires the one girl for absolutely no reason.
Okay, that's funny.
That was pretty funny. Oh, god damn it. Pico Jet Black. This guy just spends a shit ton of money just making fun of me. So get ready for these. For $2, guys, do you support Tony's heterosexuality? Do you guys support
No,
it?
because it's a lie.
Yeah. Why would I support something that doesn't exist?
I'm canceling Blade Boys. Fuck both of you. Next
Oh no, I don't have. Oh no,
You'll never know. You'll never know how it ends. Will the evil Van Sciver win in the end? We don't know.
I don't. I bet you it ends on. I bet you that season ends on a cliffhanger that they never fucking came back from, and I'm ready for it.
What if it ends with time travelers kidnapping him, and it actually did lead into Deadpool and Wolverine, like it was planned all along?
Oh, I was gonna say it leads back to the first episode, so you have to watch it over and over.
Ah, you're awake.
Oh, and Randy Quaid comes back.
Yes,
finally.
Oh, dude. Okay, did you guys? When I was at DabbleCon, did you see I filmed that crazy guy who looked like Randy Quaid?
Yeah.
Okay, someone sent me a TikTok. It was one of those like TikToks with like voiceover. It's like, what happened to these celebrities that went homeless? And the first one was Randy Quaid, and they used my video of me with that random guy. They thought it was actually Randy Quaid. I was like, holy shit. Better movie, Hebrew Hammer or 8 Crazy Nights?
Hebrew Hammer.
Yeah, I enjoyed Hebrew Hammer more. Although I do like 8 Crazy Nights.
Yep.
Adam Fink, member for 1 month. It's not even a high holiday. That's right. They mentioned that in the movie. Pico Jet Black for $2. Guys, are you triggered by Tony's Italianness?
Every day.
All I think about him.
I lose sleep.
God damn it. Pico Jet Black for $2. Guys, is Tony secretly against white Americans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I am Italian. We're not white. Pico Jet Black for $2 again. Please review. This is like a real one. Please review Nutty Professor, Steel, and Carnosaur. Well, on my Patreon, I've done Carnosaur 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, maybe we do Nutty Professor. Hey, I love Carnosaur. Don't get me started. I love Carnosaur. Fuck you. Well, which Nutty Professor? There's like 5 of them.
All good one.
All of them. Mag for $4.99. Are you reviewing Knee High PI and other Comedy Central movies? I don't remember Knee High PI. Hold on. Was that a real movie?
Man, I love all the old Comedy Central.
Tony,
movies.
I would like to put in a request for the next one you have us both on.
Okay.
I'd like to put in the movie Homie Spumoni. It's from around 2005, 2006. It stars Donald Faison, Turk from Scrubs, and he plays a black guy who was found and raised by Italians and doesn't know he's black, coming to terms with the fact that he's black while also learning to date a Jewish woman.
That sounds like the greatest fucking movie ever made.
Joey Fatone's in it.
And Whoopi Goldberg?
Dude, and Paul Mooney. It's wild.
Oh, this movie sounds fucking awesome.
You want to talk about something that you could never make now? That
2006. Yeah, that is the time you would be able to do that movie.
That's the time frame.
Meadow Soprano plays the Jewish woman, the Jewish girl. It's
Pico Jet Black for $2. Tony, are you better looking than your co-hosts? Well, you got to specify which ones. You talk about these 2 here? I don't know. I think you guys got me beat. You guys might have
good answer.
I don't have my muscles aren't there yet. I'm trying.
He's so skinny. Tony's so skinny now.
Thank you for calling me skinny, even though every comment on my last video is how I'm a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, but everyone on the internet's stupid. Don't even worry about it.
That is true.
Guys, I know I'm not super thin, but when I shave, it makes me look worse. I'm sorry.
Stop explaining, idiot.
I have to explain it.
No, you don't.
It ruined my New Year's because I was like, wow, I look so much better a year later. And then I go to my comments and they're like, look at you, you fat ass. I'm like, no. Pico Jet Black for $2. Guys, do you have any advice for Tony to get women? Please, I'm all ears.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
My advice to get dating now is very difficult, Tony.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know.
So lead off by saying that you've been watching the Blade TV series.
So Tony, find a girl at a bar, walk up to her and go, I've been watching the Blade TV series. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. Please touch my hand.
Walk up to her and be like, "Do you want to watch my paywall Blade review show?"
Hey girl, you ever see the Blade TV show?
And then
Would you like to watch me, a Cuban, and a Jewish guy talk about?
And then just start playing it. Start playing it on your phone and keep shushing her every time she talks over it.
This is at a bar where you can't hear shit. No, like, no, this is a good part. Pesci has a really good joke.
Important.
You put closed caption on it, makes her read it.
Oh, Aussie Dragoon for $2. Glad you agreed to review Steel here in stream. I would love to talk about Steel. Steel, the Shaquille O'Neal movie. Steel was an interesting one because he was like a 90s character, and I have his original issue.
I remember being so disappointed in that movie, and I had that.
So was I, because I would
bad.
I would read that issue like over and over again because it was like one of the few Superman comics I had. And I'm like, man, I can't wait to see Steel on the big screen. Then you go see the movie. He doesn't have the cape. Superman's not in it. It's like, what the fuck is this? Ugh, terrible. Aussie Dragoon for Psycho Jet Black for $2. Please support Tony's charity to get hair plugs. Royce, I'm gonna shave again. I mean, I'm sorry, I never shaved. That was your cousin Joyce, who should definitely visit you again.
If you're gonna shave your head, make sure you grow your beard back.
Yeah, I can't do both. I have to have the beard and the shaved head. David Simon for $5. Review the movie. Okay, this guy's been trying to get me to review the movie Krippendorf's Drive, which, Pessy, I think me and you talked about like a long time ago.
That's what I call. I coined a term on my show. All these movies that came out where it was about white people doing Africa shit, like Gods Must Be Crazy and like Jungle to Jungle. We call them Boobalaka movies because that's what a white person in Hollywood thought about when thought of Africa. It was just some black guy with a bone in his nose going Boobalaka, Boobalaka, Boobalaka.
The Jenna Elfman blackface scene is worth it. Worth it. Oh wow,
dude, that dude. If you Richard Dreyfuss in blackface, that's all I have to tell you.
Dude, I watched it years ago.
That movie's
like on premium
fucking
cable.
Nuts.
Yeah. I remember like the trailers and shit from when I was a kid. I think about it sometimes and like, oh yeah, you can't make that movie now.
All the best ones are like that, man.
Actually, no. That movie's like Soul Man, where it's not like, yo, you couldn't make that movie now. It's like, now I feel like maybe people had a problem with this movie.
Yeah.
Then.
It's like, should you have made that movie?
I feel like at that point, we were probably not making those movies. Aussie Dragoon for $2. When you review Steel, will it be multi-part? Why are you so in on Steel, Aussie? I mean, I'll get to it at some point. You know, I am supposed to review like every solo Superman movie before the new one comes out. Do I have to throw in Steel now?
No, I mean, those offshoots are unfair to make you have to watch those.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Tony, can you please review Shrunken Heads from 94? Huh. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
Shrunken Heads, 1994. Meg Foster's in it. That creepy lady.
Oh, that looks fun. Oh,
yep.
Is that who I thought? Is that who I think it is? Let me just quickly see something. No, it's not. I'm racist.
It is free on Tubi, and it looks like it's also just free on YouTube.
You should review some of these movies that we found on Tubi.
Yeah,
like these like black church movies.
Oh, those get recommended all the time.
They're like we have Tyler Perry at home.
It's so good. It's so good.
Kiryu Pilot 379 for $4.99. Tony, what did you think of the new movie trailer for Flight Risk starring Mark Wahlberg? Have you
I
seen
kind of want to see that movie. I want to see that movie. It looks good.
Hey, look, say what you will about Mel Gibson. I'm removing Pessy because he's probably going to go on a rant. No, I'm kidding. Good director. He's a good director.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
dude, I disliked Passions of the Christ, but because it was fucking boring.
Yeah.
I love it
because they kept whipping that Jew the whole movie.
bro. I mean, that's what it felt like watching it.
Wait.
I like
did you guys watch the John Wick prequel show, The Continental?
I did not.
No.
Dude, Mel Gibson is awesome in it. He is such a good bad guy in it. He's just like insane and ruthless. Like they knew exactly how to use Mel Gibson in that show.
I mean, dude, Dragged Across Concrete is like one of my favorite movies.
That one I need to see.
It's fucking awesome. Just Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn as racist, corrupt cops.
Pico Jet Black for $2. Do you remember the Tom Arnold movie, The Kid and I?
I do.
Let me look that up.
I don't remember that one. I only Tom Arnold movies I remember from my childhood were Carpool and The Stupids.
The Kid and I. This is from 2005. Linda Hamilton's in it. Shaquille O'Neal is in it.
Hell
Apparently,
yeah.
we're just talking about Shaquille O'Neal movies.
Is The Kid and I review going to be a multi-parter?
I don't think it is, guys.
Okay.
Guys, can Tony pull off being fat Mel Gibson? God damn it, Pico! Stop donating. I hate reading your comments. All right, last minute to get Eddie in. Then I'm ending the stream before Pico just adds more insults to me. You can find Pessy at Midnight Rift Party.
Yeah, buffguypillowfights.com for everything Rift Party.
Yes, how are you enjoying your Passions streams?
It's hell. I'm in hell.
Dude, the weirdest thing in the world. So I'm friends with Nathan Barnett, and he too has also started live streaming watching Passions. And I'm like,
yo,
how do I have two very different friends do the same thing about the same show?
Tony, tell him if he doesn't come on my stream to talk about Passions, he's anti-Semitic. And
I don't think I'm going to hit up Nathan Barnett and say you're anti-Semitic. I don't think that would be good.
Hey, just give Pessy his number. He'll do it.
I don't think I'm giving you Nathan.
My friend Tony from Hack the Movie says you're anti-Semitic.
Okay, you know what, Tony? I got it. Give me the number, and I'll be the intermediary, and I'll call him anti-Semitic.
No, you can trust Royce.
Dude, it was the weirdest thing because you're streaming it, and then I go to check out his live stream, and it's also Passions. Like, how did this happen?
Well, what's also funny is like I watch Wubby on stream. He's a streamer, a guy on YouTube and stuff. And I was watching one of his like best ofs, and it just started off with him being like, "Oh well, no, I can't do that day. We watch Passions on Discord."
What is everyone's obsessed?
I love
with
it
Passions?
Because it's awesome.
And Royce, we can find you at Daywave.
Yeah.
On Rumble, and you are on YouTube now too. I mean,
I'm on YouTube. We're streaming this right now on my YouTube.
Awesome. Also, Revenge of the Sis is on there. Oh, you uploaded your movie riff for Jingle All the Way too.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do on Christmas, I'm gonna start releasing last year's paywalled Christmas episode. So I did. I released it for free. Yeah.
I did a commentary track for that on the Patreon. With Casey. I hated that movie.
It was so fucking bad, dude.
Rough.
Really bad.
And then this year we watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacations 2 Eddie's Island Adventure.
Oof. With Randy Quaid?
Yep.
Who I met according to TikTok, who I definitely met and know. And I'm actually also on Rumble. I feel like people don't know that because it gets no traction there. But yes. If you guys use Rumble, I have my pretty much my whole catalog there. It's there just in case things go nuclear on YouTube. You'll have a place to go. But yeah, we actually got another super chat on Rumble. Finish this sentence. A Guido, a Jew, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, walk into a bar. We're not going to finish that sentence. Unless, do you want to try? Do you want to try, Royce?
No, it's fine.
I've never heard this word before, and I'm just not going to say it out loud.
Oh, and then they go, "Hey, I don't know that we're filming a Scarface sequel here."
Audrey Dragoon for $2 says, "I'm looking forward to March Madness all Shaq month." No, it's not gonna. I'm not doing an all.
Oh,
Shaq
you're doing
month.
a March Madness all Shaq month. That's really smart.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Gary, you heard it here first, folks. March Madness, all Shaq movies.
We should think of this year's Boys Month. We got to think of a good one for Boys Month. And yeah, last one, Passion of the Christ, starring Tony as Jesus. Yeah, I can do it. I think I can pull it off. Yes, that is it from us, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out all our links and whatnot. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope, Pessy, you have a great last night of Hanukkah. I'm sure your menorah, Your menorah is right off camera. If you want to light that candle, feel free to.
No. We lit.
Someone Pessy like crashes over here in the spare bedroom. We call it the Pessy room, and it permanently has a menorah in it.
Yeah.
And I hope you appreciate it. My LED lights have a Hanukkah setting. I had them on this whole time in the video store.
Royal blue. Hell yeah.
All right. That is it from us, guys. Good